Okay, hey guys, back again. This section is going to be drawing some parts. So I draw the majority of my parts using Fusion 360, but the drawing feature on here is kind of handy if you just want to draw one little. I wouldn't say that I'd use it to draw the more complicated parts. But if you want to draw one little part to use as test parts or just basic parts that are just squares, circles, etc., things like that, it'll be fine for that. But let's get into it. So first off, first thing, all this stuff that's involved with drawing a part is under the draw drop down menu here. So let's just start with something as simple as a simple rectangle. So if you click on that, you have a square edge rectangle, a rectangle with round radiuses on the corner, or I'm telling that's an obtuse round rectangle. I may be wrong. If I am, somebody correct me. But let's go with a basic rectangle for now. So you've got basic rectangle selected. Let's select a point and we just kind of drag it out to some sort of size. Let's just make it a square. Now, so you've got the basic size of your rectangle or square drawn out here. So how do I give it some definition? Well, I think this is I think this next option that we have to use to do that, I think it should actually be on this page, but it's not. I think they made a mistake by not putting it on this page and make it easier. So when you want to give this square your specific sizes, you have to go back up here to favorites and click on what they call a scale command. And your sub menu will pop up. It says modify size, which I think is way out of the way for what you need to be able to draw something on a simple program as this. But it's the card we dealt on this, so we got to learn how to deal with it. So let's make our square 3 by 3. Okay, so here's your current size is what we just kind of drug it out to, and we're going to input our new size here. So let's clear that and give it 3.00. Hit OK. But now we have a problem. Our square is not square. So the other side of our square is at 2.582. So how do we fix that where it's 3 by 3? Really simple. You just click on the lock command and unlock it, where you can change both measurements. Come here, give it 3.00, enter, and then now our square should be 3 by 3. Once you click on it, it'll tell you what size it is, 3 by 3. Okay, so let's select it again. There's a couple more options there I want to show you. And the scaling, we want to work off the center. Common options, that's just if you want to do 8 times the diameter, 20 millimeters times it, whatever. I don't use that. I'm all in inches imperial settings. So we want to work off the center. Now you can change that bottom left, bottom right, top left. You'll just have to kind of play with that and get it to the size you want it. Okay. Next thing, let's say we're making us a little test plate. Now let's draw a 1-inch circle in here. So now we have to go back to the draw command and select a circle. Now we have some options here on circles. I just click on circle. And now a neat thing I want to show you is I want to put that dead in the center. So you can come here, and if you scroll up that line, it's going to give you your center point of that line. If you'll come over here and you keep kind of scrolling around to the center, look at there. Gives you the center. So let's put that hole there. And now we've got to give it a dimension that we want it to have. So we go back to favorites, back to scale, and we drug it out. The actual measurement is 1.269. So let's change it here and give it a 1.00. Okay, and since it's a circle, it's only got one diameter. It can change center. You can unlock it, but it's kind of unnecessary. And we're going to work off the center. Click OK. Now let's click on our circle, 1 by 1 circle, 1 inch. Okay. Now, something I do want to show you that will bite you. Nobody tells you this. It's not in the manual. When you make a drawing, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to draw the square first, and then put your cutouts for circles or holes or whatever second. Now, Ray Tools is gonna, the way it's set right now, is gonna cut the outer square first and the circle second. That's because we drew the square first and we drew the circle second. A quick way to get that repaired versus going up and moving start points and changing all that stuff is to use the command we call sort. So it has some drop down menus and all that stuff that I don't think are really very important right now. But you can come right here and just click on sort. And the software is smart enough to know that it needs to cut the circle first and the square second. Because if you cut the square first and if that part moves, falls, it's not going to be in the right location, or the part could fall out and won't cut anything at all. So just keep that in mind when you're drawing parts. Now, real quickly, I'm going to go up here and we're going to add, show you how to do a couple of little things to that part. Let's just say in any of this stuff, you can put ring cuts on the corners if you want a really square cut. Let's just say we're cutting like 1/4 inch or 3/8 plate, something like that. It's so hot that it pauses to make that cut, and then it'll come back here and it'll round that corner just a little bit. So they give us the option of doing something like a ring cut. So we can select ring cut here. Outside cut length is 0.5. Let's just leave the settings where they are. And it's going to be on the outer path. And let's click OK. So now our start point's going to be here. And we're going to cut here. It's going to come across. It's going to make a loop out and loop back in. And that should produce us, when we make our cut, that should produce a good square corner. So ring cut is a very viable, neat option for cutting square plates if you need really sharp, squared off corners. Now I'm not going to delete that. I'm going to hit Control Z, which is our forgiveness command on a lot of programs, and you can delete your last little joint you did there. Now let's look at another common joints are a fillet. So we're going to outer fillet. We're going to select, kind of give that a radius. So we're going to give it a 0.25 radius. Made one little mistake here, so let's go back. We have to select that first. And then select fillet, outer fillet. You give it the radius you want it to have. 0.25's in there right now, so we'll go with that. Hit OK. Now, hang on, I did something wrong here. Let's do it now. Fillet. Well, what did I do wrong? Told you I'm not going to edit any of this stuff out. Let's see. Oh, I got you. Let's see. Okay. Now, you hit automatic rounding. Fillet 0.25. There we go. I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. See. Hey, I make mistakes too. I don't draw a lot on this, so I'm just kind of trying to walk you through it. So let's do that again. So what you'll do to get fillets on all 4 corners is you'll select your perimeter that you want the fillet on. Come down, select automatic rounding, put in your radius. Heck, let's change it to 0.5. No, 0.5, Brad, not 5. Hit OK, and now it gives it a little bit bigger radius. So you kind of get the gist. And most of these kind of settings are the same way. So let's Control Z out of it, get back to a square. Now, go back to our draw command. You can add text and all this stuff. It's pretty really self-explanatory if you want to go through it. The cutoff lines, I don't really use that. I do use the sort and the line, the rectangle, the circle, things like that. And you can just kind of play around with that, and you will get that. I mean, it's just a matter of just kind of playing with it. But as far as drawing a part, that is the basic steps you go to draw any part. Now, of course, if you want to cut this part, you could go back to the previous section where we did importing a part and adding lead lines. Really quick to do if you want to do that. So that is drawing a part. Stay tuned for the next section.